Hey everybody, how is everybody doing? Happy Sunday to everybody. Today is June 14th, 2020. It's another day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I was listening to Dr. Janet Floor the other day. She says rejoice is a choice. So despite what's going on today, we choose to rejoice. So I pray God's blessings and peace over all of you guys today. This is our first Speak Life in probably like a couple of weeks. So I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to have our guest on. When you come in, share this, invite your friends. I believe it's going to be powerful, and I believe it's going to be something that you can take away from all of this today. So my name is Simone, the student teacher. I'm in the arena of education. I'm like the fire that shut up in Jeremiah's bones. I help new and novice authors craft their stories without compromising their voice and losing their faith. We're actually working on our second anthology, Unmute Yourself. So we still have a couple more spaces for those of you who want to share a story of unmuting yourself. As an educator, I help teachers have the heart of a teacher and not just the content and knowledge of one. And so today I'm really excited about our guest, Miss Kearn Cherry. She was on the call that we had with my coach, Dr. Cheryl Wood, on Friday with Miss Lisa Nichols, and it was like an amazing time for us to come together and get poured into and to really have people to speak. And she's actually had Lisa Nichols at one of her events, so she is known as the butts in the seat queen. So if you're trying to get your attendees up, you're trying to get people to sign up for your events, whether now most things are virtual. If you're trying to get people to sign up for your events, then you come and tune in, because she has something to offer and to share with all of us today. So I'm going to share a little bit about who she is, and then I'm going to bring her on because a lot of you probably already know who she is. So Miss Kearn Cherry is known as the Butts in the Seats Queen. Like I said, she's an entrepreneur, a speaker, a coach, a collaborator, and she's the co-founder of Success Women's Conference. So if you're all about success, how to be successful, come in the room today. During that particular conference, she's had Dr. Ayana Van Zant and Gloria Mayfield just last year as speakers. So not only do she get butts in the seats, but then she get notable men and women to come and share, notable women to come and share. So definitely share this with your friend. Her conferences average over 1,000 attendees, right? So some people are, struggle to get 10 people to come or 20 people to come, but this lady is getting average of 1,000 people to attend her events. You can apply to be a speaker. I believe applications are still open to be a speaker at the Success Women's Conference. I actually applied and I sent it to a couple of people that I know. So if you're looking to get your voice out there and to share, make sure you go to the website that's in this actual link for this Facebook Live. She's hosting a new conference this year called the Power Up Summit. And once I bring her on, I will post it at the bottom so you can go to the website and you can sign up for that. You can register for that. It's going to be in New Orleans this year. It was originally July 31st through August 2nd. Well, it's been rescheduled for July 31st to August 2nd. She also has a new book called Trailblazers Who Lead, with over 25 co-authors due to be released this month. So I'm excited. So hello, Tiffany, Alicia. Thank you so much for tuning in. You say you want to apply, so I will definitely put the information in here, and it's in the link. So I'm gonna welcome Miss Kearn to our Facebook Live and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. Want to show you guys some love. Share this in your groups, share this with your friends, share this with your family members, because this is gonna be good. So I want to welcome Mrs. Kearn Cherry to Speak Life today.
Hi, hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to come on and share and talk about some of the things that are coming up and what's going on. Somebody asked me the other day, what's your passion? And I had to think about that, because I'm passionate about a lot of things, especially connecting and collaborating. But I'm so thrilled to be on your show today to share with your audience today.
I'm so thankful that you are here. So I have one question to ask you, and then I'm going to slide out of the way so you can speak life to us. So you're known as the Butts in the Seat Queen, and you have this conference called the Success Conference. Mm-hmm. If you had to give a definition of what success is, what would you say?
So success to me is at the end of the day, it's more about being persistent, more about conquering, I guess, for me. I'm all about, if you persist long enough, God will open the door, so you can be successful, and it comes in many forms. Sometimes there are small success that somebody else might not consider important, but it's important to you because you were able to do that and to accomplish that. I tell you, during this conference, Power Up Summit, I'm going to feel very successful at the end of this because we've had 3 venue change, 3 date change, trying to make sure that we can bring this live this time. And for me, just getting it locked down, it's success for me.
Yeah.
I already feel like, okay, I haven't done the conference, but I already feel like success. It's also for me, it's being able to empower, inspire, and just encourage people to do better, to don't give up. So for me, it's a combination of things. It's just not one thing for me. And look, just getting up every day is success, right?
Yeah.
You're blessed to wake up in the morning. That is a victory in itself because God gave you another day. So I'm okay with that. So everybody's different, but it's a start, right?
Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really did. That was really good. That was for me. So I asked you that question. That was for me. So I know the rest of you guys, Miss Rochelle, Miss Tiffany, Ollie that's watching. I know you was blessed, but I believe that was just for me. So Miss Karen, I'm gonna slide out of the video, and I encourage you to just speak life the way God has given it to you today for all of us. So thank you so much.
All right. Great, great, great. So today, like I said, I was asked recently, what is my passion? Right. And I want to, just before we get started, note that Power Up Summit is going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi this year. So as I said, we had quite a bit of changes, but we are here and we're going to be live with all the social distance. But what I want to talk about, what's really passionate for me right now in the time we're in, I want to encourage people to be visible. I want to talk about you as a person increasing your visibility. Why is that important? Because most people think, I have a job, I have a 9 to 5, or I have a business and my business is doing fine. But this time that we're in, as we call the time of certainty, I call it Corona, some people say COVID, but this is your time to bring out who you are. You need to work on promoting yourself, promoting who you are, because you are a personal brand. Every person, from the janitor in the building to the CEO of the company, there you are a brand. You exist beyond the company that you're working for. So you need to make sure that your personal brand represents you the way you want to be represented. You don't want to not be taken as a serious person that's doing business in the world. Whether, like I said, whether you're working for somebody or not, career, whether you're transitioning, whether you're an entrepreneur, an author, a speaker, or whatever. So one of the things that I'm doing, if you actually already follow me, then I have several things on the plate. And the first thing that I'm bringing is the power up, lift, level up your visibility and profitability, right? Because if you're visible, you need to be profitable as well. So some of the things I need you to think about, how to do this and where to start this. Even though you may be inside, maybe you feel like you can't do what you used to do. Many of us have gone to we have gone to different meetings, connecting networking, that type of thing. And sometimes you feel a little trapped because things aren't the way it used to be. Things aren't what we call normal. Okay. That should not stop you from putting out and up leveling your visibility. So here's some of the things that I want to recommend and talk about you doing. So always at the beginning of the day, no matter how you see it, no matter how often you talk about it, networking increases your profitability. Networking increases your visibility. Network increases your bottom line, whether you're a business or not. And right now, more than ever, if you are a person working with somebody, it's important that you are connected. So yes, we're not having as many meetings and events and things like that, so you can connect to people person to person, but you can increase your networking online. You can take advantage of this God-given time to increase your visibility and to create that. Maybe it's a Facebook page. Maybe you don't have one. Or maybe you need to clean up your Facebook page. Uh, Number one on my list is LinkedIn. Most people hear me say it often, over and over. LinkedIn should be at the top of your list. I don't care who you work for. You should be on LinkedIn. If you look at LinkedIn, all of the major corporations, even small corporations, are on LinkedIn. And they're on there for a reason. LinkedIn allows you to keep a level of professional. You can find out who's working who, from the CEO to the CMO, that's Chief Marketing Officer, to the person who's just one of their employees. They're online, and you never know who that connection is going to lead to. So, from the networking perspective, I want you to think about creating a LinkedIn site. Matter of fact, don't think about it. We all have more time now than we've ever had before. So, take some time. If you are working Monday through Friday or whatever days you're working, on your time off or in the afternoon, take an hour or so, get a good picture. So, think just like you do when you're networking in person. And when you're networking in person, you need to have a good high resolution headshot, not just your shot with your kid or something like that. You want to have a good high resolution headshot. Okay. Then from there, you want to have, you want to make sure you put your full name. Don't put any of those made up names. I think that's against the rule anyway. But don't make up a name. You want to have your real name on there, your position. Okay, so maybe you are a janitor somewhere. You know that fancy words for being a janitor, right? So you can either get crafty with that title, or you can come up with the title that you're running your business from. And trust me, you need to have a business right now. I'll get to that later. Secondly, you want to make sure that you completely fill out the LinkedIn. Now, that may take you some time. Now, it doesn't take much to get it up and going, but I want you to make sure that you get your headshot up, get your title up, put who you work for. If you have a business, make sure you put your business on there. Give a contact number. Give a good email contact number. And if you have a work email address, make sure to put a personal one up. And the reason why I suggest that, because the future, as you can see, is very uncertain. So you want to have ability to put this under your personal email, log in under your personal email, because if you're no longer with the company that you're at, you want to make sure that you have your personal email. Now, for some of you that you do work for these organizations that are very critical of who and how you present yourself online. So if you're working for, like, I'll just name some companies. It may be a finance company that you're working for. They may have a little restrictions of what you put up. So you can always double check that. But I always tell people, this is about your personal brand. So you want to build your own personal presence online, but it needs to be business focused. Now, and so I can go on in LinkedIn, but I'm telling you, this is what you need to do. And you also need to look at Instagram. Instagram is a great site. As you notice, people are there. And they even put all their business information up there. A lot of them have a uh, business page, professional page. So consider doing that as well. The other thing, and on that, I know people like sharing. Again, I'm going to say sharing pictures of your kids, but also share things that you're a part of. If you're on a board, if you're on some kind of, even if it's church activities, many people are active in the church. They are serving in different type of roles. Add that into your, promoting who you are. Also, Twitter is another social media site that I highly recommend that you get on board. Most business people are on LinkedIn, Twitter, and if they're going to do something else, it would probably be Instagram. Now, I'm on all of them, including YouTube and Pinterest as well. So get on, get active, build your social media presence because when they start to cut people, and I'm sorry, I don't want to go negative, but when they do consider cutting people, they are going to look digitally now. I was watching a movie recently, and it was funny because it really hit home to where we are right now. And Jennifer Lopez was the star in the movie. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but the person who hired her was the CEO of a company that had been in business for at least 30 years. He personally brought her in because guess what? He went to her Facebook site and her other social media sites. He looked it up. He was super impressed what was posted on her Facebook site. So what is that telling you? They're, first off, CEOs are people as well. Now, the funny thing is, nothing on her site was true. But the thing is, she did get that job based on her social media site. Now, she could have just hyped herself up a little bit and got attention of a job that really fit in what she's doing. But to be honest, she was cut out for the job that she got. It's actually perfect. But anyway, not going into the movie. The bottom line is your social media presence is critical right now, where we're at right now. So even if you've been thinking, I don't want to do too much on social media, change the mindset. Change the mindset. Okay. The other things that you can do, which you probably see me doing all the time, is I believe in creation. You know, this is the time to create. I always say this is a God-given time of creation. My thing is, let's turn this COVID on its head and let's make this a time of creation. So if there's a dream, there's a business that's been sitting in your stomach, that's what I say, sitting inside of you, and you thought about it for a long time. This is your time. Even if you're back to work, I guarantee you have more time than you've had before. So this is your time to create. This is your time to go ahead and get that notepad that you probably scribbled ideas about and go through it and look at it and say, hey, I want to take this idea and now I want to take it to another level. I want to start building this business out because you need to form multiple streams of revenue. Okay. So this is important. You don't want to be dependent on one job. You don't want to be dependent on one business. You want to create multiple streams of revenue. So use this time to create. God gave us multiple, not one, not two, multiple talents that we should be using. And I'm going to bring this up because there's a story in the Bible And I often reference it because it's just powerful. God, it's in the Bible, it talks about a master who has talents that he gives to his three men. And talents, that's money. That was the money he gave out, right? So he gave one person 10, he gave one person 5, and he gave the other person, like, I think 2, right? He told them to go out, pretty much go out and make me some money. The person with 10, they came back, they double that money, double that money. And the master said, well done, my servant. The other one with 5, he said, well, I'm just only going to take half of the money and I'm going to put it in and get some returns. So he got half the return. So let's say if he had 5, he ended with 7.5, right? So the master said, okay, this is good. This is good. So then the one with 2, he came back with 2 talents, right? And the master looked at him and said, like, where's the rest? So what did you do? Why didn't you do so? I gave it to you to do something. Well, he tells the master, I was afraid. I was afraid that if I spent it, I wouldn't get a return on it. And the master looked at him and he said, I'm going to take this and give it to the other person, the one with 10 talents, and one that now has 20. You know why? Because he knows how to make money right now. That's what God wants you to do. Use your talent. Some of us have been sitting, sleeping, uh, dug it down and buried it. Our talents, our natural gifts. One of my trailblazers talks about her her losing her job. Losing her job. She had everything. Shout out to my trailblazer, Sabrina. She had it going on. She was rocking and she had her I'm not sure if it was a Mercedes. She had her house. She has a couple of black cards. You know, the MasterCards that are black. Yes, she had all of it. But yet, one day, they laid her off. Wasn't no time of COVID. They just laid her off. And so some things expired came up. But guess what? She turned it around because you know what? She tapped into a talent that she wasn't even using. And she now creates handmade leather goods. Oh, I have some of her earrings on right now, by the way. Uh, again, shout out to Sabrina. The bottom line is she tapped into her God-given talent and she's built on that, right? You have that inside you too. You have to tap into it because he gave it to us to utilize. So what I'm saying is go create. Don't let anything, not COVID or anything, hold you down. If you do go through a time where you lose it, don't, do not consider that the end. Now we come to one of my favorite statements that I always tell people. When one door is closed, it ain't the end. Knock on the next door. This is a good marketing tip, by the way. Knock on the next door. Find that secretary who, hey, maybe she had a bad day, right? So you're gonna bring her some cookies back the next time. You know what? She's not working. So I'm gonna find somebody else in the building that might help me get in the door. Okay, that's not working. So I knocked on that door. Now I'm gonna try the back door. You know, maybe that janitor that's working there might actually be willing to help me. Hey, who's the main person in there? I don't know who this CEO is. Is he here today? Is she here today? Try that back door. Figure out a back door. Now that back door, okay, it didn't open. Lord, let me try something new. I'm going to kick this door open. Hello, there are plenty of ways to kick the door open now. You know, me from my marketing days, if you feed people, they always have time to talk to you, right? Bring them some goodies. That'll kick that door right on open. Anyway, kick the door down. Better yet, If it's something that you are trying to be a part of, you want to be a part of somebody's event, you want to speak on somebody's platform, you want to do something, hello, create your own. It is time of creation. When I can get into something I can't get into your event, no problem. I'm going to create my own. And that's what I tell people all the time. Create your own. Don't wait for somebody to give you a handout. It may not be meant for you to be a part of that. So create your own. Create your own opportunity. This is opportunity time. Perfect time. There's another friend of mine. I'm going to share this story because this girl is rocking. Okay, so another friend out, shout out to Lexi Williams, who started her Aloha Glamour, and it's a shot full of African colors, right? So I don't know what she did. I guess she posted online when she started doing masks in the COVID time. And guess what? Black Enterprise saw it and featured it and they promoted it. That was free advertising. And trust me, it is expensive to buy advertisement in an international magazine. She got it for free by just sharing with people what she was doing. Guess what? She has rocked out. Now, I can't go into the numbers and stuff, but she is doing it. And not only is she doing it, other people are doing it. Find your COVID moment. Create your COVID moment. It's your time. And you do this by increasing your visibility. So the conference that I'm doing next, Power Up, Level Up Your Visibility and Profitability. I will be bringing on several. If you haven't seen them posted, you're about to see them posted their flyers. I am bringing in people who only know how to level up their game. Sherwood will be in the house. Delonte Johnson, former chief marketing officer, and George Fraser, right-hand man, will be in the house. Shay Brown, happy entrepreneur, will be in the house. Lori Pritzker, Pam Perry, the PR coach. Yes, yes, you saw me on the cover of her magazine, Speaker Magazine. You also have the other part of the dynamic duo twin set of Cheryl Wood is her sister, Sherry Good, Dr. Sherry Good. The two doctors will be in the house. Darren Adams, I mean, I can go on and on. Ashley Little, shout out to all my powerhouse speakers, Jessica Rasdale, Amy Walker. These people talk. They talk about PR. They show you how to build your brand, of visibility. These are people that know how to brand. These are people that know how to get you out front. And Dr. Avis, the Weaver. Oh, I know y'all seen her on CNN recently. She's going to be in the house for the Power Up, Level Up, Level Up Your Visibility and Profitability. That's right. You've seen her on Roland Martin. You've seen her on CNN. You've seen her on a lot of national news. If you want to know how to get on the media, that's the lady. She will bring it. Ty Miles, my coach, and several of my other people coach, my authors as well. Ty Miles, brand strategist, will be in the house. You don't want to miss that conference. That's coming up June the 24th and the 25th. This is our virtual conference. You'll be able to watch it from your home. So keep watching and follow me, and you'll find it. And you go to the Power Up Summit site as well to find it. But I'm saying it is time. It is time for you to become visible. If you've been hiding in the shadows, if you've been thinking, I really don't want to put myself out there, get on a Facebook Live. It's simple. Get on an Instagram Live. Really simple. Get on and be visible. This is your time. So what's going to happen in addition to some of the things I have coming up? The Power Up Summit, I mentioned it earlier. It is now in Biloxi, Mississippi. And some of those same speakers that I mentioned earlier will be coming to Biloxi. Yes, they will be coming to Biloxi, and they are going to deliver in person. You'll be able to connect with these people in person, and the ticket prices are very low, starting at $59. So anyway, you want to be a part of the Power Up Summit. I will be sharing how to create a profitable event. This is something that you need to know, and I highly suggest that you buy the mid-level ticket because I'll be doing a mastermind on Sunday that will help you dive a little deeper on how to create a profitable event. Anybody, everybody should be doing some type of event. You can do it virtually. It doesn't take, well, it's going to take you a little work, but the bottom line is, if you're working with me, it won't take you as much work. But anyway, the bottom line is, this is the time to increase your visibility. And increasing visibility increases your profitability. Increasing your visibility increases your profitability. And we don't want to do anything that is not increasing your bottom line. So, in addition to Power Up Summit, and I think I still have a few speaker spots possibly left. So, if you are interested, go to the site, Power Up Summit, drop me a line, and I'll get in contact with you from there. In addition to that, a lot of you know me from Success Women's Conference, and Success is still here. Yes, Success averages over 1,000 people every year at our conference. And because of the size of that conference, we are going to go virtual. But we're not just going regular virtual. We're going big. We're going big, and we'll be announcing it soon. So what are we doing right now with Success? We need your help because we're taking the awards national. So I need you to submit for yourself, submit for your friend, your coach, whoever, your colleague. We are taking this award to a national level. Yes, we're still going to recognize our local people, and we'll be talking about that as well. So if you're on the coast, here locally, please submit. But if you're somewhere else nationally, we're taking it as well. That'll be a separate award. Please submit. We're still looking for speakers. And yes, we're bringing in many more powerhouses to Success this year. Top level speakers that you're not going to want to miss. So put in your speaker application because we're taking those applications now, and we're so forward to looking at connecting with everybody and creating an experience that's even better than in person. So that being said, I thank y'all for tuning in. As I said before, visibility for me right now, that's my passion. That is what I believe that you should be doing. I also believe that you need to create right now. Create, create, and promote your personal brand. Build your personal brand. Be ready. Be ready for any changes that are out and coming, who knows, your way. And if it does, you want to already have those other streams of revenue. Think about it. If you haven't written a book yet, write a book. My trailblazers who lead, there's 29 of us. And at Power Up Summit, you will meet some of them at our conference. We'll do our book signing there, and some of them are going to be featured in our panel discussion because these women are doing amazing things. Y'all, really. Some of them are really doing some stuff that blow my mind. That being said, you want to be there to meet these ladies because they really are, and we're being led. Oh, I'm so excited. Gloria Mayfield Banks is a part of our book. Cheryl Woods, Dr. Cheryl Woods is a part of our book. Uh, uh, Teresa Raw Brown, good buddy of mine, all of them are. It's a part of our book. These are women, they're leading out front. You already know they're trailblazers. But then it's the other women that are part of my book. And then, of course, my, my partner in success, Dorothy Wilson, is a part of the book. You are going to want to pick this book up and read it from page to page. And keep looking because my trailblazers are out sharing pieces of their story right now. But if you're not part of a book collaboration, you need to become a part of a book collaboration. It's only a chapter and it's only a piece of who you are. You still will have many more chapters to share inside of that book as well. So consider that if you're not doing anything. Coaching is a stream of revenue. Creating a magazine, hey, maybe that's inside of you and you want to do something. By the way, I have a speaker edition coming out at For Success. It will be in print, y'all. Print, Power Up, Speaker Edition, Special Edition, magazine featuring some of my speakers and then other people. If you're interested in being a part of that, I do have a few openings left. You'll have to really send that to me. Kearn Cherry at prnhomecareservices.com immediately. That is going to be a nice special edition speaking, featuring speakers from around the country. You don't want to miss that as well. And if you're a speaker, you want to be a part of that. You want to be a speaker or a coach. You want to be a part of that. It's an opportunity to get visible digitally and it's in print. So that's what I have today. I wanted to share with you those things and what was on my heart right now. They say power is in the tongue. So what you speak in an existence, what you speak can come to life. So if you are wanting to be a speaker, speak it into existence. If you want to be a coach, speak it into existence. And trust me, if you're doing what God has told you to do, number one, signing off the creek, please. Always do that, and He will take care of you. If you speak it into existence, He will take care. He will hear you because you can't get what you don't ask for. So speak it into the existence. Now keep the negative parts out, but speak it into existence. Thank y'all for joining me today. You can find me, Kearn Cherry, Kearn Crockett Cherry, or PRN Home Care on Facebook, LinkedIn, my favorite, 22,000 plus people there will be a part of that. It's a part of my LinkedIn. Uh, Also, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, and other platforms. And so, and when we stream Power Up, Level Up Your Profitability, June the 24th through and 25th, which will be live. It will stream from many platforms. So look for that. You can feel free to inbox me at Kearn Cherry at PRN Home Care Services with an S.com. And I'll also give Simone the link to actually post it as well. Again, you can contact me on any platform about what's coming up. Power Up Summit is July the 24th through the 26th. The kickoff is the 23rd, Biloxi, Mississippi. Success Women's Conference starts on the 9th of September. We're going to run for 7 days, y'all. We're going to run for 7 days. So join us. And if you're looking to speak, apply now. So all that being said, thank you for having me again today. I appreciate it. Look forward to connecting.
Wow. Miss Karen, I couldn't type and post fast enough. This stuff was so good. And you know what I love about what you share is practical things. You know, sometimes people kind of give you, you know, a kind of a roundabout about something, but they never actually tell you what to do and they never actually tell you how to do it. And
Right.
so I'm so appreciative and I'm so grateful today for you coming giving us practical things. One thing you said, like, you know, with my events and, you know, when you talk about creating, you know, I was, you know, trying to be a part of different events, and it didn't always work out. So then I said, hey, me and the Lord decided to create my own events. And so one of the things that you shared about like food, and that was something that I didn't always incorporate in the in-person events, but that gives me something that when things do open back up, that I know I have to incorporate that into my event. So you gave so much information. There were so many people commenting and sharing. They were saying this is good stuff, it's great gems, trailblazers who lead.
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, this was good. Like the women that you named that's in your book, like just amazing. So it's not even like, you're sharing from a starting point, which is nothing wrong with a start because I'm starting, but you elevate, and so you bringing in really, really high level people. And so
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
You gave some great information.
Yeah. I really feel like I want to make sure that people understand that it is critical now that you don't wait. Even for if you're thinking about doing an event, do not wait until things do open back up. Virtual is now. You can do so much virtually as well. Now I'm doing a smaller event here. I'm sorry. When I say smaller, I say smaller because I'm so used to doing 450, 600, 1,000. So smaller for me, 100 people, for me, that's small. And so, and it's one of the reasons why I'm creating, the reason why I'm starting to do groups now on my how to build how to create a profitable event, because you don't want to just have big parties, right? Right. And there's a way to ensure that you do that and that you're successful. And you don't have to break the bank trying to do that. But in the meantime, you can use virtual not just to create events, but create your visibility. We need to know you here, right?
Yeah.
So you can do a smaller scale and stream like you are right now and create events. I saw you had one last year. And I'm telling people that because I don't want people to think, okay, everything's going to go back to normal. What is normal? What is it? What is normal? God has given us time. Think about the time we're in. God's given us time to spend extra time with our children. Look, my kids are grown, but I have been fortunate that at least two of mine have come home. One staying home because she's in, even though she's a doctor already, she's a dentist. She's back home because she's training for, she's back in school at Howard for orthodontics. But she's here right now. That's God-given time that we didn't have before. That, at some point they're gone and they're grown and they call you every now and then, right? So he's given us more time. He's also allowed us to figure out how to create another stream of income. God don't want you dependent on man. He does not. You should not be dependent on man. And yes, we are to utilize our opportunities with man, but he wants you dependent on him. He is making this a time, a testimony. I'm telling y'all, we're in a testimonial time. So use this time. Use this time to create a testimony in the name of Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. So use this. Use your creative voice. So anyway, it is the reason why I'm doing how to create profitable event. Whether it's live or virtual, you can be profitable at either end. It's that time. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share that too.
Thank you so much for coming on to share that. This is so good. And I love also what you said. Don't just create an event. Don't just throw a party, but make it profitable. So I appreciate it. So for those of you who are listening, who are watching, those of you come on the student teacher page, on regular page, those who are coming on because of Miss Kearn, make sure that what you do, that when you invest your time, your energy, that is profitable for you. You just don't want to, just be wasting it. And Ms. Ken, I love how you shared the parable about the talents, and a lot of times people will look, oh, they doing this, oh, they doing something else. It's like, Because I feel like when God can trust you with something and you do it, he'll keep giving it to you. And then those who just kind of sit and thinking, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I don't have enough experience, maybe nobody's validated me. They just kind of sit, and it's like the longer you sit and wait, you're not gonna do anything. So you have to keep going.
You have to. I tell you what, he will shut doors too. I've seen it literally. If people have not seen God active in their lives, trust me, ask him. He will show you. Literally, I have seen him close doors. He actually, people ask me, how'd you get in the home care business? God. Look, when I tell you he blanket the nation and closing out therapist jobs, there were old occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech therapists all around the country, all at once, pink slipped. And I'm like, my husband calls me and says, what are we going to do? I said, well, when that woman offered us that little $10 an hour job, well, I know that ain't available right now, but we're going to go start our own. And we did. And 23 years later, we are still here. Wow. He did it because we did not see what he was trying to do. So when things happen and it seems dramatic and it seems overwhelming, sometimes it's him showing you, that gift I gave you that you seem not to want to use, it's time to use it. You've been thinking about it. Start doing it and you will see me work your gifts. Get out my way and be my testimony to his people.
Yeah.
That's what he wants us to do. We can't keep, and he does not want us. Yes, we have to have jobs. There are many people that have great jobs, pay well. But even when you're on that job, God is telling you, you need to be doing this over here too. You need to be doing this over here. And you're sitting there saying, no, well, you know what? Boom. I'm not saying God created COVID. Do not get that twisted. But I am saying in time uncertainty, God is there.
Amen.
I'm telling you, if you're getting a little nudge right now from him and you're saying, I'm not sure. Why? We're already in uncertainty time. Let's go ahead and take the plunge. Take the plunge. Ladies, I'm going to say ladies because men, I tell you, men jump off of buildings, right? Us women still sitting there like, that boat came by. Do you think I need to get in that boat? That airplane came by. Do you think I need to get in that? Okay, God just sent that's the balloon said. God said, get in. And you still saying, are you sure, God? Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. The old Nike said, just do it. They had that right. Yeah. It's time. Just do it. And yes, they don't call me the butts in seat queen for nothing because I believe that and I don't believe in if you build it, if they will come. I believe if you build it, promote it, brand it correctly, and bring the right team together and ask for sponsors, it will come and it will be profitable. But you have to be willing to step out in faith. You have to be willing not to let fear hold you like a person in chain. Walk, break it, go through, walk in faith. Don't talk faith. Do not talk faith. Walk in faith. The time is now.
Wow. Like if I had even if I had a pencil over here, I would drop it because you just dropped the mic.
Yes, ma'am. And buy your tickets to Power Up. It's at a low price right now, $59. I'm telling you now, they won't last. I can only sell so many because of social distancing, which we will be respecting all the rules and putting them in place to protect people. Yeah. But we will only have so many tickets no matter what we do. Yeah. And so we won't be able to accommodate everybody, especially those that say the day of they want to show up. it may not happen, because like I said, even though the building we're in is big, the mayor is restricting how many tickets we can sell.
Hey man, Miss Karen, thank you so much. So guys, listen, go to these websites. You click in the links are there. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna repost. I'm gonna reshare this. Share this out in your group. Share this out with your group. If you have your own Facebook groups, your LinkedIn group, share this stuff. I'm gonna, Miss Canton, today I will definitely go and reshare the replay, and I will also see the video. But I'll post a link here on LinkedIn with your 22,000 followers over there, so they can hear all of these gems and diamonds and pearls that you dropped on us today. So I appreciate this. This was good. And I mean, some of the people saying, amen, you're preaching, walk in faith, let's do it, the new normal, do not wait. Like, thank you so much. You have as some people say, you have the receipts to prove what you're talking about. You're just not talking about something, but you actually did it. So guys, I encourage you to follow people who are doing what they're talking about, not just doing it, not, as she said, not just speaking faith, but actually going out and doing it. And so for those of you who work a 9 to 5 like me, she said, God's giving you a nudge. Miss Rochelle, God's already giving you a nudge about doing yourself. Do it. Just do it.
Yes. Just do it. You can start small and grow. Don't wait any longer. Just do it.
Just do it. So, Miss Karen, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to let you close us out the way, however you want to close us out, guys. Go to Miss Kearn's social media. She's on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow her. Again, email her about the speaker application. I posted the speaker application in one of my groups. I also posted on my regular page again. Go and submit your application. You never know, so you can get yourself out there. She says visibility. Visibility help with your profitability. So you have to get out there and stop, being afraid to show your face or come on camera. Virtual is the thing right now. So, you got to go with what's happening right now.
Yes. So I want to say, what I want to reinforce is the ability to be visible virtually is never going to change anymore. We are here now.
Yeah.
They wanted to force it, and it's now here. So you have to make the adaptation, and you have time. You're being given time to make that change. If you want to be profitable, it's time for you to do what you should have already done, which is create a presence online. If your business is an in-person business and you don't have a presence online, create your visibility online. Connect and start getting your people involved in promoting your visibility online. If you don't have a blog or a podcast or anything like that, and trust me, y'all, podcasts are hot, and radio show are live, like you see Miss Walden doing here right now. You need to use these platforms to your advantage of creating a presence, a strong presence online. If you're not promoting yourself and getting out there, occasionally buying an ad or promoting yourself somewhere, it's okay to promote yourself. It's okay. It's important, really, if you want to actually be profitable at the end of the day. But you never know when things are going to change. Don't get comfortable, get uncomfortable. Okay? It's time to do that. So, again, what I've said before, create your own. Think about that. Think about that. We're in the time of creation. Flip COVID on its head. Turn it to your favor. Don't let it keep you down. Don't let it hold you down. If you've been slightly depressed, and many of us have, it's okay. Now it's time to wake up and get to moving, right? Let's turn this to our favor. It's your time. If you want to be successful, it's not going to be handed to you. Success is never given to you. If you look at most of the successful people in the world, they talk about failure first, but they fell forward, right? They didn't, and what they mean by that is they didn't let The fall kept them down. They kept going. They got back up. The Bible even talks about falling 70 times. You keep giving that person another opportunity. And so I'm saying you need to take success. You must take it. Success must be taken. Your time is now. Success must be taken.
Wow. Nothing else is, yeah. Here's Miss Key says dropping some nuggets. She is. She just dropped them. So I don't even have nothing else to say, Miss Karen. Listen, you are welcome back. Complimentary on the student teacher back here anytime. Anytime you want to come and share something, you send me an email. You are welcome to come back anytime. Thank you so much for sharing today. Miss Key says, my time is now. Success must be taken. So our charge, all of our charge today is to go out, take success, and make yourself profitable, promote yourself, and do what God has told you to do and stop waiting. So, Miss Karen, I appreciate you so much today. Thank you for coming. You are welcome back again anytime. Guys, go follow her because if she just shared this in these last 20, 25 minutes, just imagine what you'll get on her Facebook pages, connecting with her, emailing her, going to these summits, going to the events she have. Connect with her because she's a woman who can get you to where you need to be. So again, thank you, Miss Kearn. Thank you to everybody who was watching. Share this out with your friends. Go apply to be a speaker. Go sign up for her events that's coming up. Go send an email. Go send a DM telling her how much you appreciate it, how much this was helpful, because this is very much helpful to me. And so I appreciate you again, Miss Karen. I'll see you over in Elevate Entourage with Dr. Cheryl.
Yes.
I'm gonna sign up myself for your summit. So thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with you more. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.